Welcome back, Virgo. This is a general message for those who need it the most, September 13th through the 19th. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. Thank you so much for watching. Let's get into this week's astrology. The Uranus in Gemini retrograde energy will last until November 9th, when it re-enters Taurus until February 4th, 2026. We are encouraged to choose our words carefully, to heal and change, focusing on listening to others and understanding their ideology, then making up our own minds and taking steps towards change. Trust this process. On the 13th, the Sun in Virgo is conjunct Mercury in Virgo. This will inspire a very active mind, and you may become easily distracted when listening to others, butting in, or letting your mind wander. This will highlight your thinking, communications, and short distance travel. It brings quick thinking, adaptability, and curiosity. On September 18th, Mercury enters Libra. You will notice a communication between becoming more diplomatic, fair, and open to understanding. You're going to be open to understanding others' perspectives to achieve balance and harmony, valuing collaboration and seeking just outcomes. You may notice you'll probably be avoiding confrontation during this transit. On September 19th, Venus enters Virgo. This is a great time to assert your worth, seeking new career opportunities. You will notice focusing on life's more practical matters. It is a time of getting down to the nitty-gritty so we can figure out what is working in our relationships and what isn't. Do you feel you're getting what you deserve? Then the week after, on the 21st, there is a solar eclipse in Virgo. It's the second new moon in Virgo as well that we've experienced so far within the last couple months. Let's get started. I am using the Earthwoman Tarot for you today. We'll continue the astrology study next week. This is your message for September 13th to the 19th, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements of love and light only. Happy birthday, Virgo. I hope you've been having a wonderful birthday season thus far, and that it continues to be moving forward. Splitting the deck now. Let's see what's in your cards today for the week of September 13th to the 19th. We have the Magician in reverse first. The Sun. Aquarius, Leo energy. Six of Pentacles in reverse. Not reciprocal energy. Okay, so this is dealing with something quite far off into the past, potentially for some of you. Quite the long distance past. There's a reflection of this telling you a lot about the people in your life that you've chosen, but they've not chosen you. Five of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. Eight of Swords energy. Interesting. The thing that we need the most, we're not doing or haven't done. I also see that you're not going to be feeling left on the cold because you've been giving everything you've been needing. You just maybe avoiding it. Seven of Cups in reverse. I also feel like that there's a time that you're taking, and it's not like the time that you're taking is almost as if it's like you've gotten yourself into something and you kind of can't get yourself out of it now. And you're biding your time with this, and so you have to really take your time and think about this because it's something that's going to actually change everything. So I do feel that you're not stuck, but that there's inaction creating stuckness. There's Hanged One energy. Oh, a new perspective, seeing things differently. Ooh, Queen of Pentacles. Okay, I like this. This is kind of like having the situation that you're currently in look completely different, like day and night. Five of Wands energy. It makes me feel like you're fighting to stay in this. You could be feeling tied up in the current moment, but as you change perspectives, you want to fight to stay in this, and you start to see the value within yourself and what you bring and what they bring, and how life can, how you can add to, but also how they can bring complement to you. Interesting. You're thinking to be Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. This is you here. Other people in your life could be people of the past, people you still think about, people you still lean towards. You might be non-reciprocal towards these people as well. You could be feeling a little tied up about this because they kind of don't want that to end, and you're like, but okay, so like, I guess they're willing to work on this and they're willing to fight for this, but at the same time, is it something that actually benefits you? So I start to see you putting yourself into a corner a little bit where you're not going to lose no matter what. What is the challenge in the situation? Queen of Cups. Is that a bad thing? Yeah, you become the difficult one because they are what you want. Does this make us blinded by love? And that the more that you remain and stay in your power and truly only think of yourself, the more that you are actually valued? Seems so completely backwards. It does cause, we have the Three of Swords and the Nine of Swords here. There is worry and fear underneath the surface that you are not what they think you are. And so they actually believe you to be someone that is awesome, true, real, and amazing, and someone that is, all that they could ever imagine you to be in their life. But are they for you? So this kind of tells me that you're potentially going to be putting in some long hours and making sure that they are potentially as collaborative as you are. You're not someone that is just going to fight for willy-nilly. You start to see value in something as you move forward throughout the week. I love it. What is the overall energy of this message? The Knight of Wands and Judgment in reverse. This makes me feel like you're starting to see things differently in a good way, where you're laying the judgment down and you're going through an acceptance and an embracing of this. Choosing happiness, choosing light, choosing love. I love that. What is the outcome of this message for Virgo, September 13th to the 19th? Thank you. Outcome for Virgo, September 13th to 19th. We got the Page of Wands in reverse, Three of Pentacles, Justice in reverse. Okay. Outcome through all this. There is going to be movement with this, but it is through difficulties, and you can't do this alone. But then, what does that mean? You can't take all the credit for yourself. You can't, you have to raise the ship, per se, and rising tides raise all ships. Not just your own. So this makes me feel like the universe is setting you up for something in a positive way, but you have to see it in the positive way that it can be. And so I do see the Hanged Man as a very important piece of the puzzle. And the more that you put yourself into this without letting go of this, the more that you start reaping rewards and values of this based off of who you truly are as well. Ooh, I love this. This makes me feel like you're going through a process of becoming at this moment. And it's allowing others to see you differently as well. What is the advice for Virgo, September 13th to the 19th? King of Cups. Remain calm, balanced. Be what it is you're trying to attract in. So you can bring and call that in, not just have it given to you. So I really feel like that there's something big about to happen for you in your life. You don't quite know it yet, but it is about to enter your life over the course of this week. It's like getting all the puzzle pieces together, or it's like having a bunch of, I'm picturing batteries, where it's like you're having a bunch of batteries there, and you need just one more battery to light it up, kind of thing. It's kind of interesting. It's like setting fireworks. Wow. Anyways, that is your message for today. Thank you so much for joining me here. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you when I see you next. Check out the signs for more.